If you are an NBA fan, you've definitely seen talented point guards pull off this.
Seconds to go here. That brought you down from the 10.
Oh, what a delivery!
Yes.
This
Miss. Tried to spin, stripped to the ball by
no.
Curry.
Oh,
Comes
no.
a good pass to Durant.
and definitely this.
Williams pushing it. Blind pass to Anderson for the reverse.
If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. You could see that coming a mile away.
But imagine it was a 5'8" NBA player pulling this off against giants and athletic freaks. Well, you need not imagine any further, because the shortest player in the NBA right now is having defense shaking in their boots.
Last year, 4.5 points, just 31% from three-point range. What a pass.
No, listen.
Yuki Kawamura is doing the impossible. But does he have what it takes to be a point guard? Is he what the Memphis Grizzlies need? Or does he have the chance to be the greatest short or Japanese player the league has ever seen? Well, let's find out. At 5'8", Yuki Kawamura is 4 inches shorter than Chris Paul and Fred VanVleet, and he is 6 inches shorter than Damian Lillard and Steph Curry. He is in fact the 11th shortest player to ever play in league history, and this is Yuki beside his teammate and the tallest player in the NBA, Zach Edey. Well, for what it's worth, if there is one fact to go by about the NBA, it is the fact that it is a tall man's game. The best of the very best have always been 6 feet or taller, but this very undersized Japanese kid with nothing but love for the game has been taking the world by storm since he burst onto the scene in the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Back in 2023, this 5'8", 22-year-old guard geared up for the Japanese team to play against some of the best basketball talents in the world. And while his first game against Germany was underwhelming, as he shot 2 for 12 with 4 turnovers, he showed the world what he was made of in the next game against Finland, a team led by Utah Jazz superstar Lauri Markkanen. Yuki embarrassed the Finnish team, particularly Lauri.
Kawamura has the lane, he lays it in! 7 to shoot, Kawamura and company up by 6. He does it, he's broken inside! Shakes again, this time Kanturin, and he makes it in his eye! Kawamura with 6 to shoot, he will do that, and he will do it nicely!
This dude came off the bench to score 25 points and dish out 9 assists, with 15 of those 25 points coming in just the 4th quarter. It was the first time a Japanese team won a basketball game over a European team, and even though they never made it past the group stage, the world got to know Yuki Kawamura, the 5'8" point guard, and was looking forward to him in the 2024 Olympics. Fast forward to the 2024 Olympics in Paris, and Yuri once again earned a spot on the Japanese Olympic team. In their group stage, they had to face off against the host country France, then Germany and Brazil, so they were clearly the underdog, with no one expecting them to win a game at all. The team lost their opening game to Germany 97-77, with Yuki only registering 11 points on 3 of 11 shooting. In the next game, they faced the French team, a team that had Victor Wembanyama, Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert, and some great basketball talent, so this was meant to be an easy win for the French team. Well, the rest of the world thought wrong because Yuki showed out, and the French team was only lucky not to lose the game because of a debatable 4-point play that pushed the game into overtime. Yuki had a night, scoring 29 points, grabbing 7 rebounds, and getting 6 assists against a team that had the NBA Defensive Player of the Year and the Rookie of the Year, both of whom are 7-footers. Right from Japan's first possession in the game, Yuki set the tone that it was about to be a long night for the French team when he drove towards Rudy Gobert.
Yamada, his left to the hoop and off the glass, it's good.
Scored a triple over Wemby.
3-point shooting.
And ran at Gobert again.
from Wembanyama. Kawamura drives to the hoop.
This was definitely shocking to the world, particularly the French fans. But Yuki has been balling against taller men his entire career, so this wasn't surprising to many who knew Yuki from Japan. I mean, what would you expect from a player who was already a professional in high school? These tall NBA players are just another challenge to conquer for Yuki. Despite his height disadvantage, Yuki Kawamura has been playing at this high level of basketball since high school. He played for Fukuoka, Daiichi High School, and led them to back-to-back all-Japanese high school championships. In just his first professional game, he became the youngest player in a Japanese professional league, and later the youngest to score. How many 5'8" basketball players do you know casually dropping triple-doubles? Well, Yuki did in his rookie season in the Japanese league, and he was so good that it wasn't surprising when he was crowned both the Rookie of the Year and the B-League's MVP. You know, scoring freely at such a height is definitely shocking. However, what makes Yuki's talent amazing is his ability to see it all before it happens. Elite court vision, the kind of gift that great point guards like Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, Rajon Rondo, and Steve Nash all had while playing in the NBA. So it didn't come as a shock when the Memphis Grizzlies came knocking in the summer to sign him to a training camp deal to prove his worth. But throughout Yuki's life and in his pursuit of playing basketball, he has faced and overcome lots of challenges, and there was no way a chance to play in the biggest league in the world was going to slip. This little point guard is as fearless as it comes. His teammate Zach Edey revealed that in the open run during training camp, he drove directly towards him despite the fact that there was a 1-foot 8-inch difference between them. And according to several other teammates, Yuki Kawamura led the Grizzlies in offensive rebounding in practice. His performance in training camp impressed the Grizzlies enough to earn him an NBA contract over longtime UNC big man Armando Bacot, who, shockingly, had a good preseason with the Grizzlies. Well, the Grizzlies definitely saw what the rest of the world has come to notice about Yuki, a young talent with elite court vision and a high basketball IQ, someone who would always find a solution on every possession, regardless of his size disadvantage. A player fast enough to beat the first defender and quick and smart enough to decide whether to shoot or find an open shooter. He can dominate a game without even scoring and is so good that even defenders are confused about who he is going to pass to.
Ben Shepherd last year, 4.5 points, just 31% from three-point range. What a pass.
No, listen, really into the game and really efficient as players out there.
Kawamura, oh, nicely done. Back to Jay Huff for the reverse jam.
You can't even box him out, because he would still find a way to affect the game.
Oh my goodness. I told you, Chris, he can play.
He is undersized, but he has proven so far that his bag is limitless.
It was with the Pacers. So he took that responsibility. So, you know, it's a great basket. Oh my goodness. Pereira had to wait on it in the air. It was at least there. You want to shoot that one.
I mean, a 5'8" guard drawing attention to himself and away from a 7'4" Zach Edey is definitely out of this world.
Bulls have come down now, like 3 of the last 4 possessions empty.
Memphis can tie or take the lead. No, Zach Edey ties it up with a power stuff.
Oh wow, that was a nice pass by the little fellow.
Describing his talent, Zach Edey said, "He plays bigger than he is. He drives in the paint. He's trying to make plays. He's trying to get to the rim. He's really good." Dallas Mavericks head coach and one of the best guards to have played in the NBA, Jason Kidd also had high praises for Yuki after facing him in the preseason games. He's really good. He's good. He's 5'8". But I love his effort and his ability to attack and play make. He was really good tonight for Memphis. I really wish him the best of luck in his NBA career, Kidd said. Teammate and 2022 Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart believes, given what he has seen, Yuki is very underrated.
Of course, I mean, Yuki brings the uniqueness to the game that you can't teach. He uses everything in his skill set to his advantage. His speed, being so small that sometimes you just don't even see him coming out of nowhere. He's able to shoot the ball, and then to handle the ball, pass the ball as well, because people underestimate him.
Yuki becomes the 7th Japanese player to play in the NBA and also joins the elite ranks of undersized guards like Muggsy Bogues, Calvin Murphy, Isaiah Thomas, Damon Stoudemire, Spud Webb, and Slater Martin, to name a few. Some of these undersized guards have even won slam dunk contests. I mean, at 5'6", Spud Webb is remembered as one of the game's shortest players and most electrifying dunkers. He spent 12 years in the league, and in the history of the NBA, only 2 players were measured shorter than Webb, and yet he won the 1986 Slam Dunk Contest title, even over Hall of Famer and the most acrobatic slam dunker in NBA history, Dominique Wilkins. At 5'9", the shortest player in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame is Calvin Murphy, and in 13 years in the league, he averaged 17.9 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game. In recent years, NBA fans have witnessed Isaiah Thomas take the league by storm, finishing 5th in MVP voting, just ahead of 2-time league MVP Stephen Curry, and right behind LeBron James in the 2016-2017 season. We've also seen Nate Robinson win 3 NBA dunk contests, even jumping over Dwight Howard, so there's been some incredible blueprint for Yuki Kawamura. However, what makes him different from the rest of these undersized guards is the fact that he is not an athletic freak as many of them. He can't dunk to save his life, and neither can he bully defenders in the paint. However, his instincts and vision is out of this world. More than most NBA stars, Yuki understands where his teammates are and can find them with ease.
Logan Johnson, who goes into double figures with 11. Here's the lob to Pereira! As we'll watch this half-court lob. Wow, what a catch. 26 bench points now for OKC. Castleton knocks down. Castleton off the Yuki between the leading.
He is not fancy with the ball, but his bag is huge, and with quickness and a change of pace so fast, defenders in the league would hate to come against him. Off fundamentals, Yuki Kawamura is great, and should he adapt fast as teams get to know his tendencies, he is going to have a long career in the league. What do you think about Yuki Kawamura? Do you think he is a talent the Memphis Grizzlies need? Do you see him having a legacy of his own in the league? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.